How's it going, guys? So today I wanted to talk about a little bit of a topic that's kind of interested me in the last sort of month, I suppose. I've been getting quite a lot into Final Fantasy XIV, as a lot of you who watch all of my videos will probably notice, and to be honest, even you guys that just watched my RuneScape videos have probably noticed I've been uploading them as well. However, something that has really shocked me and I found really crazy is the community in Final Fantasy XIV. Like, there's just something about it, and it's very unique to Final Fantasy XIV that I have noticed, and it kind of just doesn't seem like it fits in an MMORPG just because of what all the other ones are like. So, this is not a negative thing at all. I just want to clear that up before we get into it. The Final Fantasy XIV community is absolutely probably one of the most positive and amazing communities that I have seen in an MMORPG. And basically in this video, I just wanted to talk about why I think that, the things that have shocked me about the community, and basically just discuss all of the different points about it. And maybe someone in the comments, you guys from the actual community yourselves, can get down there, share in the comments why you think that all these things are, and explain to me exactly what sort of drives it to actually be how it is from what I'm describing. However, before we get into that as well, of course, if you are new to my channel and you are watching from Final Fantasy XIV or anywhere for that matter, do hit the subscribe button, because I will be making a lot of Final Fantasy stuff in the future because I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that I can entertain you guys along the way as well. Anyway, let's get into this topic because it's going to be quite an interesting one. Okay, so I think it's probably a good idea to start from my sort of background in MMOs as well, just so it's not just some random crap coming out of nowhere with nothing to sort of back up what my point of views are. Basically, I jump from MMO to MMO quite a lot. I'm sure some of you guys who have been subscribed from the beginning have noticed that I usually stick to RuneScape, and then I also play other stuff on the side, whether that was Arcade, I got quite a lot into that game, Elder Scrolls Online I enjoyed really quite a bit as well, and now I'm currently playing Final Fantasy XIV. However, before even doing YouTube, I was playing games such as Black Desert Online. I did play quite a lot of Guild Wars 2 at some point as well, so I've played quite a lot of MMOs in the past, and I feel like I've played them probably enough to get a feel for how the general MMO sort of community is. Now, this isn't me bashing every other MMO game, of course, because there's obviously the really nice, amazing people, and to be honest, in my community that I've got, like you guys that are subscribed to my YouTube channel at the moment, I don't get negative comments ever. Like, you guys are all incredibly supportive. You all give feedback that's not just some stupid, pointless thing. Like, everything that you guys comment is usually always incredible. However, there is definitely that side to most MMOs where it's very obvious that there's a toxic sort of side, a lot of drama, and people who kind of just want to play their own game and not really get involved in the community a whole lot. However, it is an MMORPG, and the community makes up a massive part of that, and of course, you're always going to have that very big competitive side to stuff, and that's what kind of brings it out. All the guilds battling against each other, all the drama and stuff that you get is all stuff that you expect out of a big MMORPG. However, I have not played a massive amount of Final Fantasy XIV, but I've played enough where I have a really good sort of idea of how the community is, and from talking to people as well, it all sort of seems slightly different from the other MMOs that I have played in the past. Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about what background I have in MMOs and sort of seeing what the communities are like in other ones, they obviously all have their great sides and their bad sides as well, but Final Fantasy, so far, I haven't even noticed the negative side of it yet. Now, I am not fully into this game yet, and I have not gone all the way to endgame at all yet. However, I have played it a lot more than I've played some MMOs as well. Like, I put more time into Final Fantasy at the moment than I ever did with the Elder Scrolls Online, and at the rate I'm going, it won't be long until I've put as much time into Final Fantasy XIV as I did with Arcade Unchained. And of course, you guys know that I put quite a lot of time into that game, seeing as I made quite a lot of videos as well on that game too. However, the community has really shocked me and surprised me. Now, I have heard in the past that this community is very friendly and very sort of involved with everybody, but you just don't picture it. Unless you've been there and experienced it, you kind of just don't sort of picture the full understanding of what everybody means by that. And basically that's what I wanted to talk about today, the things that have shocked me about it, the things that I find really interesting, and just to basically get any feedback, not feedback I guess, more sort of comments, get a discussion going from everybody on the community as to why, what sort of drives you guys to be like this, and why is that game so different from other MMOs that I've played in the past. So basically what I am talking about is things like how friendly the player base is to new players. So as a new player in this game, I have had so many people, even like the people in that game don't know that I do YouTube. My channel's not huge, and obviously branching up into a different game doesn't grow that quick. And I have not been getting amazing like loads of views. No one, like, it's not like in RuneScape where people recognize my character name, and it just doesn't work like that. However, I've still been getting loads of people just offering to help me out. Someone literally gave me like 25,000 gold in that game, which I'm not sure if that's a hell of a lot, but for a beginning player it was more than what I had on me. They gave me it purely so I could afford to just teleport around and not stress about saving my gold and stuff. They literally just said, take this, you don't have to worry about whether you're spending gold on teleporting and whatnot, here you go. They explained some tips and stuff as well while I was around that person, to figure out exactly how much I had sort of learned in the game so far, and then gave me some tips on what I should be doing and understanding some stuff that I was struggling with. Like the map was pretty confusing for me at first, and they kind of helped me understand how it all worked and the best way to work around it. However, I literally didn't ask for the help, they just did it. I mentioned to them about should I be teleporting places or should I be saving my money, and then that's when they traded me the gold over. But they decided to take the time out of their day to sit there and work out what I knew and then figure out what would actually help me out. So that was something that shocked me at first, because normally if you don't ask things like that in MMOs, people won't really bother. They'll just get on with the day, go do what they're doing. Everybody's in a rush to get to the next big thing, and I just thought that was really good. Now of course that's just one thing, and it could, maybe it's not always like that, right? However, then I made my first YouTube video on this game, and wow, what the hell. You guys are the most supportive people that I have probably seen in this game. The video that I made got quite a lot of comments on it from people who play Final Fantasy, never really seen anything of me before, seeing as my channel was not Final Fantasy related at all. But you guys got in the comment section, you shared all these tips, any thoughts, things that could make my game better. Even some of you just got in there and just wished me to enjoy the game. Like, you really explained about how good it is, things that you enjoyed, and it was incredible, to be honest. And plenty of you actually joined my Discord channel as well. By the way, you can join that if you want to. The link will be in the description. However, you guys join the Discord channel, you've been getting involved loads, you've been sharing any sort of tips, you've been helping other people out in my Discord channel as well, and it's been really, really good. Like, I have not got really much of a following on Final Fantasy at all, so to have that involvement in my Discord channel so early on has been absolutely brilliant. Like, it's been absolutely supportive, like crazy. So far from what I can see about you guys, everything that people have said about how kind and sort of supportive and positive you all are has literally lived up to what people have been saying, and it's been absolutely awesome. Now, other than that, there's something even more sort of impressive, I suppose, that I find incredible about this game, and I've not yet experienced it, but having people from my Discord send me screenshots about it and explain about how the things that they've done has been pretty crazy. I will put some screenshots up on at the moment that you can see, but the events and stuff in this game, say Christmas or anything like that, Halloween, all that sort of stuff, the community literally comes and does massive events that aren't scheduled in game. They'll just do it themselves. They'll have people playing music, they'll have people doing massive gatherings just for no reason, just to take big community screenshots of the whole server together, and that's like ridiculous. That is insane for an MMO to do. I know that it's probably happened on other MMOs as well, but this happens like every single time. Every time there's any sort of event, it's like they're looking for an excuse to just do this, get everyone together and enjoy just playing and chilling out together. That's insane in my opinion for an MMO. Everyone isn't rushing around worrying about doing this and that. They're literally in the game, enjoying it and playing and being part of a big community. It's absolutely impressive, and I can't wait to get to a point where I can actually see this for myself, because the screenshots don't really give it justice, I assume. I feel like looking at it and seeing that, holy crap, there's hundreds of people here just stood around taking one screenshot, and they've all managed to actually get in the perfect position. Someone's taken the screenshot, and it just seems like it shouldn't be that easy. So I can't wait to see how that actually works. Let me know in the comments if you are the sort of person that does this, if you've been involved in it, because I feel like probably a lot of you have at some point been involved in something like this. So I'd love to hear all of the sort of stories and events and stuff that you've done, whether you've organised it yourself, whether you've just passed along and noticed all these people doing it and joined in as well. So do share with me and let me know how all that sort of works. What drives you all to actually do that? Why gather all together and just enjoy? It's just crazy to me. I don't understand it at all. Maybe that's just from the way I normally play games. Maybe it's quite solo and stuff like that. But yeah, it just seems quite impressive. Now, of course, other MMOs do have stuff like this too, like I said, and they do have their very positive side of the community, all the people who want to get involved and enjoy all that sort of stuff too. But it just seems a lot bigger in this game. And that's basically what I wanted to talk about today, and I wanted to just hear from all of you about your thoughts on it and stuff like that. Just share what shocked me about this community so far. Anyway, I am enjoying this game a hell of a lot. I do plan to start streaming some of my progress on it too, here on YouTube, so make sure you do subscribe, check out where I am up to and stuff like that. I'm thoroughly enjoying the story. I find myself just sat reading every little bit of text, even though people have said just pay attention to the cutscenes and you'll be fine. But I don't want to miss out on any sort of little thing that they add in there, so I'm watching all of it, reading all of it, and it's been really enjoyable so far. Anyway, that's going to pretty much end the video at this point, because I've been rambling on for quite a while, and there's only so long that you'll all listen to me just talk about how a community has impressed me so far. So I'm sure at some point I will bump into those dramatic people and the people that are quite negative or just having a bad day, but so far it's not happened yet, and hopefully it doesn't happen for quite a while. But of course, every MMO does have them hidden around the corner. This game just seems to have it a little bit less. Anyway, before I ramble on about another thing, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the topic, then obviously leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more Final Fantasy stuff coming, mixed up with RuneScape stuff, of course, in the near future. And I hope that you will join me on my streams as well. Anyway, once again, thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.